Hi, this is Alex Thomas here, and this is Objection 101. Common problems that people have when they're interested in the opportunity, but there's some things that are in the way, and I'm going to give you some common solutions. But first and foremost, something I want to be able to say is we have to be able to make a decision if we are in or we are out. And in order to make a decision whether we're in or out is very, very important right now because not making a decision is actually making a decision. And this happens every time we do a presentation. We give overwhelming evidence to get healthy. We give overwhelming evidence to get wealthy, but there's always something in the way. And at the end of this talk right here, let's make a decision, yes or no. Because where network marketing turns into a pain is when your friend chases you down for days and weeks. And that's when it's not good. Network marketing is a beautiful thing. When you take a leap of faith, you trust your friend because your friend wouldn't recommend something that wasn't trustworthy. And then you get started together and learn as you go. And I want you to know, first of all, this company is real. The opportunity and products work. And we are going to help you. Myself, the person that invited you to this video, and lastly and most importantly, you can do this. You may not have the skills now, but we train people how to do this. Everything I've ever learned in business, I learned in the training in these companies. The products change and save lives, but the training, that is where we transform human beings to be business people, incredible leaders, and just good human beings in general. So first, the number one reason why people can't get started right away is money. And let me ask you, how old are you? If you are this age today and you are not able to come up with 200, 400, 800 extra dollars, then something you're doing is not working. And you're going to need to change something. You need an opportunity. So if you don't have money, you should do this. Absolutely you should do this because you need extra money in your life. So there's a couple ways you could do it. You could put it on a credit card. We all have credit cards. You could take some money out of savings. We may not have a lot of, saying that we don't have the money usually isn't true. We usually have the money, we just don't have much extra money. And the reason we don't have much extra money is because we need a business to be able to produce some extra money working part-time. So lastly, if you don't have the money, you should invest some money into yourself and try this out for 30 days and trust your friend and get it started. Some people say, I don't have the time. Perfect. The reason you don't have time is because you trade time for money at a job. And if you trade time for money, you're in the rat race and you never have time. What this business does is, in 5 to 10 hours a week, it starts giving you time. Because when you start making more part-time in your business than you do at your job, you can cut your hours back at your job. And when you start making more money part-time than you do at your full-time job, you don't have to have a job. Now you're making more money part-time than you were full-time. Now if you go full-time at this, now you can make more money and it residually pays you and it gives you time. Everybody has 5 to 10 hours a week to do this. And if all you want to do is get started and use the products, great. Just use the products. If you want to get started, use the products and get them for free, just refer people to this website. If you want to get started and refer products and maybe make some extra money, that's great too. We can show you how to make a couple $100 extra a week, and that would give you more time to be able to spend with your family and your friends. Some people say they want to think about. This one cracks me up because it's like, what are you going to do? Go home, put your head on your pillow, think about it, and all of a sudden have a revelation? I got it. I should do YOR Health. That doesn't happen. Really, there's nothing to think about. Think about this. Your friend offered you an opportunity to get healthy. Do you want to get healthy? Yes or no? Yes, you do? Try it out. You're not making a life decision. You're just trying some supplements, okay? And do you want to make extra money? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then let's do it. Let's host a party and try it out and see what it's like. Nobody's committing their life here. We're just trying a simple opportunity, inviting some friends over to get healthy. It's really, really easy. Now, some people say they want to get started next week. And this one worries me because a lot of people think that they can do it tomorrow or next week or next month. But the problem is every moment is always now. When we get to next week, we're still in a decision where we have to make a decision now. And these people that say tomorrow or next week when I go talk to them, they say next week. And next week when I go talk to them, they say next week. And they actually make all their decisions in life like that. And they wonder why they never get what they want. The reason is because tomorrow never comes. People that make it happen, they do it today. They do it now. And this is not high pressure sales. This is a business mindset. So you really have to decide if you're in or out, because if you're in, then you should do it today, even if you're a little bit fearful, because we're going to help you and this company is real. If you're out, that's okay. Just turn this off right now. No big deal. Some people say they want to do research. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have your PhD in science, nutrition, or are you a doctor? Because unless you had those, any research that you do is not going to make any sense. But there is people with their PhD in science, nutrition, and that are doctors that have already done the research in the products, so you don't have to do the research. And let me tell you, the best research you can do is trying the products for 30 days and just see how it goes. Based on that research, you're going to feel the difference. And when you have an emotional experience that you feel from the inside out, you become a believer, you know this is true, and you can't help but tell people about it because it's the right thing to do to share good health with others. So there's no research that you're going to be able to figure out, but if you want, I have a list of scientific documents and we can go over it together. Some people say this is a pyramid, this is a scam. Ladies and gentlemen, why do we want to scam you from the little bit of money that you have in your bank? Why do I want to invite people to my house to do a scam? The Federal Trade Commission is the one that decides if this is a legitimate opportunity or not. They've reviewed our company and we're fine. The Direct Selling Association has stamped us as having good ethics and morals from the inside out of our company. This company is so opposite of a scam. The only scam is what's in people's mind based on fear. And about being a pyramid, well, if you think about how a CEO makes the most money and they're at the top, then you have the vice president and the management and the employees and the janitor, right? And if you think about a school, you have the principal, the teachers, and the students. A church, every business is structured in this shape. And a person that calls this business a pyramid doesn't fully understand business. It's business people that understand that if you can make this type of income part-time and you can help people get healthy and those people can get free products for referring it, they see the genius in word-of-mouth advertising and network marketing. No overhead and unlimited potential. That's what this business is all about. So this business is not a scam. It's legitimate. It's not a pyramid. We have a legitimate product and service that we provide to people that's able to change people's lives. Now, the other people say, well, I want to ask somebody. I want to ask my spouse. And I completely understand that. But if you ask your spouse about everything that you do in life, you really don't have any control over your own life. If you really want to get healthy, it's okay for you to make a decision to get healthy. If you want to bring extra money to the family, your spouse is going to be excited about it. And if you want to make decisions together, then get started, bring your spouse over, we can talk together about it, and I can explain what's going on. If you want to ask your parents, well, let me tell you, when your parents did network marketing, it probably wasn't a good thing. Back in the day, network marketing, there was a lot of shysters out there, and everybody knows somebody that had a bad experience with it. So for your parents to be open to network marketing would probably be pretty unlikely. So if you want to go and get some negativity, go to your parents. But if you still need to go to your parents at the age that you are, you're really going to struggle in the world today because every day you're faced with opportunities and you have to make a decision about it. You want to ask a doctor. Well, unless a doctor is going to take the hours and hours and hours to research these products on a deep level, all they're going to tell you is, why don't you take prescription medication? Doctors only have to take one class in nutrition. They're not experts on it. They're experts in prescribing drugs based on symptoms, and that's what they do. Now, there are doctors that are rare that are able to do it, but they're not educated in this company. So really, you don't need to ask a doctor. Our doctors have already approved it. And some people say they want to pray about it and they want to ask God. I completely understand that because there's no higher source that you want to talk to than God. But God really speaks to us not directly, doesn't give revelation to each and every person. God provides opportunity and gives us free will to be able to make that choice. And that's really what it comes down to, is which choice that you want to make for yourself. because it's going to be your life, your success, and your health. So there's 4 types of decisions you can make. You can be a D, and D stands for I don't want to do it, and that's perfectly fine. You'll still be friends with your friend, you'll still have family members, everything will be good, but just make that decision that you're out. But if you're in, if you feel good, ask yourself how you feel, and you want to be a customer, that stands for C. I want to be a customer. Then try the products out for 30 days, you have no risk. If you don't like them, you can get your money back. But if you're B, which means you're in between being a customer and a distributor, then what I would suggest doing is getting a 400 PV set or more, try the products out, and come to our trainings and events and learn about what it's like to be a distributor, and you can make your decision as you go. But if you're an A, then what I suggest you do is host parties right away. Get trained quick. Go to the next thing in Diamond University, get trained, go through this whole site, and start hosting parties right away. Now I look forward to being able to meet you in person, and that was Objection 101. Talk to you soon.